either. I remember in orientation junior year, they're like, go to your left, look to your right, and one of you will be here. Yeah. That's their goal. That's what makes them feel. Set in my box. I just call it a box. I just set in my little box. Roll right next to the camera. I'm a big now. I'm trying to watch the first one. I was calling customer life. When I looked at it, because I couldn't find it, and then Noah, we were looking because we were trying to watch, for the first two, and I couldn't find it. I said, let's take it home. Yeah, no, Noah get my phone. And I found it on YouTube.
I'm listening to you, Dana. I think it's still going to be I sent it to Camille.
Welcome everyone to the Johnsburg High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. It's an honor to be here today as we celebrate our seniors. At this time, I would ask that you please stand and join me in the national anthem. It's my privilege to present our first speaker of this ceremony, our superintendent, Dr. Dan Johnson.
Good afternoon. I think I've got, this is number 3, so there should be no mistakes. On behalf of the Board of Education, the entire Johnsburg School District, I would like to congratulate the Johnsburg High School class of 2020. I'd of course like to take this opportunity to congratulate our parents. As we reflect back on these past 4 years, behind you are all the memories you created, the laughs that were shared, the obstacles you overcame, the friendships you will cherish with your fellow classmates, the obstacles you overcame, as well as the relationships with the staff and the teachers. You have left a profound and positive mark on Johnsburg High School and really on our entire community. Your senior year, needless to say, did not end as we would have expected. But as a senior class of 2020, you showed us that nothing could stop you. By working together, you proved that no challenge was hard to make you slow down. You have shown us how all committed and motivated you were to graduate from Johnsburg High School, no matter what the obstacles, even a historic global pandemic. We're so proud of you for your spirit, your strength, and your determination. You may not have finished the year how we would like to hope, but nevertheless, we have come together to celebrate your dedication, your academic talent, your triumph, and your overall success. We wish you the best of luck with your bright future, your dreams, and your adventures. And I'll leave you with one of my favorite quotes from C.S. Lewis. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Congratulations to the Johnsburg High School class of 2020.
The first recognition for the class of 2020 is our salutatorian this year, Hannah Anderson. Hannah will be attending the University of Illinois as she moves on from JHS. So please help me welcome Hannah Anderson.
Graduation is not defined by a gown, a sheet of paper, or a cap. Graduation is defined by your courage to take the next step, your courage to move forward in life. Dear graduating class of 2020, we are not experiencing our typical graduation this year. As the salutatorian, I am supposed to open the ceremony. It is difficult since I never felt the closure of senior year. Like I'm sure so many others never felt as well. I often reflect upon the last day we were in school together. Friday, March 13th, 2020. All I remember is chills of uncertainty with what was to come. Who knew the shortage of hand sanitizer would consume our worries over the rival sports team we were versing after school? Spring sports and senior awards would be handed out on a live video. Face masks would replace prom dresses. Today, I would like to thank the teachers and other faculty at Johnsburg High School. Our teachers have spent countless hours lesson planning, giving us the best education possible. They have always believed in us, even when we didn't believe in ourselves. Most importantly, they taught us valuable lessons outside of the classroom material. Lessons about how learning isn't just about the grade, but more about absorbing valuable skills for the future and being able to adapt to the real world. They taught us to always stay true to ourselves by standing up for our own values and not caving in to the expectations of others. A large thank you goes to Mr. Shelton and Mr. Youthy for making graduation possible today. Thank you. We all owe our families a big thank you as well. Our parents have supported us immensely on our 4-year journey throughout high school. They were there when we cried over drama with our friends, scored the winning touchdown or goal, complained about that impossible test, and nailed the drama club performance. They have been there with us through it all, so thank you. A few weeks ago, I was looking at graduation captions online for an Instagram post. One quote in particular stood out to me. How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Most of us have been in school together for the past 12 years, maybe even longer. We began kindergarten, started some lifelong friendships, went through the awkward middle school phase with a lot of acne, attended school dances, and cheered under the Friday night lights. We did this together. Johnsburg High School was a big part of our lives. This is where we spent the majority of our high school days, sitting with our friends in class and staying after school for extracurricular activities. We had strong bonds with fellow classmates and teachers. So that quote, how lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard, it means a lot to me because I have a place that is so hard to say goodbye to. Congratulations, Johnsburg High School class of 2020. We made it.
Our second recognition today is our valedictorian, Camille. Camille will also be attending the University of Illinois as she moves on from Johnsburg High School. So please help me welcome our valedictorian, Camille.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to start off by saying thank you to all the teachers, staff, administration, and coaches for our high school experience. With all of your help, we were able to make high school worth remembering with all of our priceless memories and to grow into the people that we have become today. I also want to thank my family for pushing me to challenge myself in all areas of my life and helping me get to this point of graduating high school. Thank you to all the parents and guardians who took care of us, stood up for us, and most importantly, loved us. One of the things that I will especially miss about Johnsburg is the supportive and close community. The thing I like the most about the class of 2020 is that we all know each other so well and we have all gotten to share memories with each other for the past 12 years. Even though our senior year got cut short, we all still have plenty of great memories from the past 4 years that we will keep with us for the rest of our lives. As freshmen, we entered a newly rebuilt school, quickly learned to walk fast in the hallways, and to never take our phones out in Mr. Sessler's room. We got to experience our first homecoming and the football team competing at state that fall season. Leading up to senior year, some of us took our first AP classes, we started getting the hang of things in school, and we started to move closer to the football field in the stands during Friday night lights. Our senior year, though, has been all but what we expected. We started off this year with everything being normal, experiencing our last homecoming, our last fall and winter sports seasons, our last drama performances, our last club outings, and our last band and choir performances. Then, a week before spring break in March, the news hit on Friday the 13th that school will be temporarily closing due to coronavirus. I remember thinking that we would only be out of school for a week before and after break, at most 4 weeks. However, those few weeks quickly turned into the rest of our senior year. We never got to have a senior prom or a regular graduation ceremony, among many other things. While that is nobody's fault in particular, except the global pandemic and what seems like the whole year of 2020, it still is upsetting to think about how we will never be able to experience all of the events of a normal senior year. If the year of 2020 is telling us anything, it's telling us to enjoy the moments we have and don't take any day, anything, or anyone for granted. And to all my fellow graduates, as we are all here together for the last time, don't forget to follow your dreams and to do what you're passionate about in life. We are all going our separate ways, but we will always have this town and school to come back to whenever we need it. Remember, once a Skyhawk, always a Skyhawk. Thank you.
Our next speaker is our class president, Nanny Buchanan. Nanny will be crossing over the cheddar curtain and attending University of Wisconsin Whitewater next year. Please help me welcome our senior class president, Nanny Buchanan.
Good afternoon. I'd like to start by thanking the families, teachers, and administrators for being here today. Thank you for being one of the core reasons we have the ability to walk across the stage. I also would like to thank those that didn't go unnoticed to us throughout our time at the high school. Thank you to the janitors who never failed to clean up after us, the cafeteria staff who always kept us fed and excited for Chicken Wednesday, and the technology people that always made sure everything ran smoothly, especially at the end of the year. Lastly, I would like to thank the class of 2020 for giving me the honor to speak today, as well as represent the class for the last 4 years. I'm honored to be following Camille and Hannah, and would like to congratulate them on their accomplishments. U of I is getting 2 amazing girls next year. When we first arrived here at Johnsburg High School, the school had completely changed. We had a new English hallway and a new layout for the school, and a brand new gym. The opportunities were endless entering freshman year, and the newly renovated school became all that we knew. Looking back, I never thought this day that seemed so far away would creep up on us so fast. The truth is, we took the days at the high school for granted. We never imagined that a normal Friday on March 13th would be the last time that we'd have the opportunity to walk through our schedule, hear the morning announcements, sit in a desk surrounded by our friends, and eat lunch in the lunchroom. However, throughout the 3.5 years we had the privilege to do all of those things, I truly believe this class made the most of the time we had here at the high school. We have all bonded in the same lunchroom, walked the same halls with our friends, and experienced clubs and sports together that have provided us with memories to last a lifetime. This class has made an amazing mark on Johnsburg High School, as we are leaving a legacy behind that shows our strength and determination to succeed through the obstacles we have faced. Throughout this pandemic and the sadness that arose from it, the amazing staff of District 12 showed their support and love for all the students. One example is the staff car parade throughout the neighborhoods in Johnsburg. That parade lasted over 4 hours. High school staff members took the time out of their day to help pack things at supply drop-off in order to be able to see their students again. The staff at the high school made an encouraging video that helped students persevere in the last few weeks of school. Thank you to the administrators and staff for giving seniors a special opportunity to walk across the school one last time. Greeting us at the door and lining the hallway with balloons truly made this experience special. Thank you also to K-Coons Photography for donating your time and providing us with pictures in our caps and gowns. And lastly, the most meaningful senior event for me was the amazing opportunity to come together with the class of 2020 and ride in the senior parade. This not only allowed us to see our teachers again, but it also allowed for the families in the community to show their support and cheer the seniors on. There's no words to describe how proud I was that night to be a member of this amazing community. People went out of their ways to make signs, decorate their yards, and even chalk their driveways. Despite the hurt and the loss of time we had at the high school, the amount of support and love from the families, staff, and community continually made it easier to move forward and appreciate the time we did have at the high school. In the midst of a pandemic, this class managed to push through and have the ability to walk across the stage today. I'd like to end with this simple quote. It cannot rain forever, meaning that no matter what you experience or what hardship you face, the storm will pass. We have continually shown this strength as we sit here today, eagerly ready to take on the next chapter of our lives. Although we are heading off on a new journey, we will always be bonded by this small town and the memories it has given us. Thank you and congratulations, graduates.
As I get ready, before I give my quick speech, I want to thank the two ladies to my left. Not only did they distinguish themselves academically and leadership-wise during their 4 years at Johnsburg High School, but this is their third time around. So the idea that they've not only their investment of time while at the school, but also agreeing to basically spend the day with the principal, that's above and beyond. So let's make sure we thank them for their efforts and give them a nice round. As I said, my speech is short, and for those of you in the audience, when I say I'm stealing a lot of my speech from Mr. Rogers, you probably know who I'm talking about from my childhood. And those of you who are in cap and gowns, you're probably thinking I'm talking about Mr. Rogers from Mr. Rogers was someone that ran a children's show back in the day, and the message that he gave in one of his speeches has really stuck with me, and so I'm just going to adapt it for our purposes today and share it with you. So graduates, parents, and those watching this from home, so many people helped us get to this moment. Some of those people may be here. Some people may be far away, and some maybe are no longer with us and are in heaven. All of us, though, have had someone who has loved us into being who we are today. Would you take, along with me, 10 seconds to think of the people who have helped you become who you are today, those who have cared about you and wanted what was best for you in life? Just 10 seconds of silence to think about that person. I'll keep the time. So whomever you've been thinking about, how pleased they must be to know the difference you feel they have made. We only have one life to live on this earth, and we do have a choice of encouraging others to demean this life or cherish it. And I hope you all will make the choice to bring courage and hope to those whose lives move near your own, and be that person who meets the deeper need of those who are watching and listening. So graduates, I wish you the courage and hope that you deserve as you move forward from JHS into the next chapter of your lives. Thank you for the last 4 years, and congratulations, class of 2020. So as our graduates' names are read tonight, Skyhawk will receive their diploma from the middle. That Mr. Johnson will place their diploma cover on a small table. When they've all received their diploma, we will recognize the class of 2020. And graduates, you get to throw like a mini throw with your hats. And then when we're done, parents will have you leave to start. We'll have some folks giving you directions on how to get back to the front parking lot where you will meet your graduates back at your cars. And then seniors, once that has started, we will dismiss you as well. So we, again, appreciate your cooperation with everything today, as well as exiting the grounds in a timely and socially distant manner. And with that, we will have the names of the graduates read.
Dalton Ostrander. Caitlin Owen. Ariana Palacios. Olivia Paradise. Justin Peak. Alyssa Pete. Justin Perez. Caitlin Pfefferkorn. Autumn Pierce. Stephen Pikowski. Cody Quast. Brianna Quinney. Blake Radke. Robert Rawhut. Jonathan Riska. Jessica Russo.
Jordan Russo. Jasper Schlager. Haley Schmidt. Samantha Schmidt. Josephine Schultz. Kevin Schaefer. Ethan Shedbacher. Harley St. Clair. Elizabeth Stern. Eleanor Stelf. Mackenzie Strawlin. Noah Strode. John Struck Jr. Joseph Swears. Stanley Thill. Catherine Thompson.
Spencer Thorin. Kyle Tinsley. Logan Toady. Robert Torres. Crystal Bafiatis Majewski. Jackson Vetter. Nathan Weber. Bradley Welt. Ella Whitby. Raina Wilkinson. Braden Williams. Christina Winter. Caitlin Wirtz. Caleb Watashe. Kylie Walter. Hannah Wolf.
Will the graduates please rise? It is my distinct honor and privilege to present the Johnsburg High School class of 2020. Parents, thank you again for your partnership over the last 4 years. Can't thank you enough, and thank you for your help today in making this event possible. If we could, with the first section on my far left, your far right, if you could go ahead and start to exit the bleachers, we'll start getting you back towards the front of the building. And we successfully dodged a few raindrops that started. Let's continue that trend. And then graduates, stay put until Mr. Youth excuse. Thank you again, folks. Have a great day.
As of right now.